Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to my new Facebook live cast, Beers and Bears, where we discuss and debate everything from the Bears game the weekend before, and we discuss all new craft beers, a new craft beer review every week. And my name is JV Brown. I'm your host. Every Tuesday at 8:45 p.m. Like I said, tune in, man. We'll go ahead and talk about the Bears game from the weekend before and then a new beer. And this week's show, man, is being brought to you by The Train I Ride. So The Train I Ride, man, is by Clown Shoes Brewery. They in Ipswich, Michigan. But man, with Train I Ride, man, it's a triple IPA, which means that they hop it 3 times. So it's a triple IPA, a triple India Pale Ale. That means that it's strong because it is 11% ABV. So 11%, man, that's strong as hell for beer. Which means that if you get one, especially if you don't drink craft beers, it's most definitely going to have you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have you drunk. But so like I say, The Train I Ride, let me just go ahead and test it out, man, see what they talking about. Oh, man, I couldn't even drink it yet, man. You could smell the hops in this one. You could smell the alcohol. You could smell the booze. You could smell everything. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's nice, man. It's real hoppy. It is a little boozy. Like I said, it is 11% ABV. But, man, it's actually pretty good. You get a little bit of maltiness in there. It's got a smooth velvet mouthfeel. It goes down pretty smooth. But overall, man, it's a good taste. Got some good color on it, too. Yeah, that's a good color right there, man. You know a good beer when it got real good hazy color like that. You know it's strong, you know it's bitter, you know it's hoppy. That's what I like. Now, on to what we came here for. Now, on to the Beers and Bears podcast, the Facebook live cast. This segment of the show, I like to call it Let's Debate. And the reason I call it Let's Debate is because the Bears, man, we got to be the most hated on team in the league. So it's my job each and every week, like I said, at Tuesdays at 8:45 p.m. It's my job to defend my team, your team, the Chicago Bears. And this week, man, we played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we had a great win. And because of that, turn up, baby. You feel me? Hey, this weekend was great. Who all felt like this weekend while you was watching the game? You know this song's playing in your head, man. You felt it. Hey, you feel me? Man, Joe, that's how I felt this weekend, man. We played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man, and we won the game. We routed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bro. 48-10, bro. That's 48-10, man. That's a rout. Now, the greatest takeaway I got from this game is our offense. And the reason that this is the greatest takeaway this week is because the offense just gave you an example of what we got the potential to be. You know, with us having the potential to be, man, great like this, man, it's going to be a good thing. The offense came through, once again, showed you what they got the potential to be. Mitch Trubisky, man, our quarterback. Well, first I want to say, speaking of Mitch, I apologize, Mitch. Last week on the show, man, if you guys check out the show last week, I posed the question, might it be time to go ahead and bring in Chase Daniel? Because we got the lead in the division, and the defense is playing good, but the offense wasn't flowing. So guess what? This week, Mitch set me up. He set me up completely because he came out and threw 6 touchdowns, man. 6 touchdowns in this game, which is second to only Sid Luckman. Our Hall of Famer Sid Luckman in 1943. Sid Luckman threw 7 touchdowns playing the Giants. So Mitch Trubisky in Bears franchise history, man, he's thrown the second most touchdowns in the game. Now, also in Bears franchise history, he's made the only quarterback to throw 5 touchdowns. The only quarterback to throw 5 touchdowns in one half. So Mitch came out this weekend, man. He stunned. He showed y'all what he could do. So I'm just hoping that he able to continue this trend. And as he gets more comfortable each and every week, man, he grows each and every week. So that's what I like to see. And we got a real good chance to at least go to the playoffs. And Mitch, he threw a touchdown to 5 different receivers this past weekend. So it's 6 touchdowns, 354 yards, and he had a near perfect passer rating at 154.6. So that's great numbers, man. And for him to come out and do that, man, it's giving me real good hope that we are most definitely going to be able to go to the playoffs. You feel me? With him time for that, man, and breaking records like this, I'm most definitely even more excited than I was before. Now, our coaching staff came through. All our coaches came through. The innovation that's within the playbook, man, I'm loving the innovation that's within the playbook, man. It's a beautiful sight. For example, on when we down in the red zone with the 2 quarterback set, which I never seen before, with the 2 quarterback set, we gave a beautiful pitch to Turbo, Taylor Gabriel running the jet. That was a beautiful play, man. And like I said, the innovation that Mark Helfrich, along with Coach Matt Nagy, the things they doing and the innovation they implement into our playbook, man, and our offensive scheme each and every week, it's getting better and better. They did mention that they scaled back the playbook and they just going to run the plays that they think Mitch Trubisky works best with and what fits him best. And apparently it's working, man, because he came out, he showed up and showed out, and he did his thing, man. I can't complain. Also, as we all seen and as we know, Khalil Mack, he's continuing to be a monster, man, the kind of monster that we need. And with Khalil Mack, it's now 4, count that, man, 4 games in a row that Khalil Mack has 1 forced fumble along with 1 sack. Man, we can't go wrong, bro. He got 1 forced fumble and 1 sack in each game. Now, picture this. Wait till we get this going and we get at our division rivals. I'm not really worried about Minnesota. I'm not really worried about them because at the end of the day, man, Kirk Cousins not that dude. They gave him this big contract like, yeah, he finna come and save the franchise. No, Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. He not that dude. He gonna be cool. We gonna win y'all some games. It's gonna look good. But everybody still giving them they still giving them the division even now after looking at the 2 fall-offs they had. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins, bro. He not that dude. So I'm not worried about them. Detroit, they 2 games behind. I'm pretty sure they're gonna lose a couple of more. Even though I would love for them to beat Green Bay this coming week, but I mean, we probably know how that's gonna end up. But I would love for them to beat Green Bay. But they 2 games behind, and if they lose to Green Bay like everybody expecting, they 3 games behind. So they nowhere in to worry. It's just Green Bay we gotta worry about. Now the only thing with Green Bay, I do believe and I feel deep in my heart that on this next game, man, when he comes to the crib, when Green Bay comes to the crib, it's gonna be a different story, man. Because by then, our team, our offense is gonna be gelling, and our defense gonna still be doing their thing, and they still gelling. Like I said a couple of episodes ago, they still gelling, and they deadly like this. So for them to still be gelling and be deadly like this, man, it's gonna be crazy. And of course, man, as I said, the Bears are one of the most hated teams in the NFL. So because of that, we still getting our haters coming out the woodwork. They saying stuff like, oh, Tampa Bay, they defense suck. They defense garbage, or Tampa Bay secondary garbage, stuff like that, man. And say even though it might be true, However, they not looking at the bigger picture. They haters. So haters are just people that lack the knowledge they need to understand what they hating on. That's all. Haters are just people that lack the knowledge to understand what they hating on. You see the offense, you see how it's flowing, man, and that's only gonna get better. So picture this: if he right now just threw 6 touchdowns in this one game against a bad defense, I believe that as we go along, he's getting more and more comfortable, and he's gonna be able to throw multiple touchdowns on good defenses. Of course, we're not gonna get a 6-game, touchdown game every week. Probably won't get another one this season. But the thing is, I think now as he gets more in tune with his receivers, then he's going to get way better and he's going to produce more points for us. All the ingredients we need to make it to the playoffs and possibly to the Super Bowl. Now, just to let y'all know, man, as I talk about this, I'm getting more and more excited. And I think that sometime, man, we do need to celebrate some. We going to the Super Bowl. We going. If we do, I pray that we do. We got the recipe to go. We going to make another one of these. Chicago Bears, we go to the Super Bowl, and if we lose, regardless, as long as we go, let's make one of these. Let's get Mr. Trubisky the new Jim McMahon version. On another side note, man, congratulations to Allen Robinson. One of the 6 touchdowns that Mitch threw was to him. It was his first touchdown as a Chicago Bear. So most definitely want to give congrats for that. Thank you, man. Turbo, thank you for the 2 touchdowns you got. Tariq Cohen, Man, you were going crazy, bro. And I'm mad, Tariq. I set you on my bench on my fantasy league, man. I apologize too. I had to apologize to Mitch. I apologize to you. Man, I set you on my bench, bro. I should have brought you out, man, because the league that I set you down in, I lost only by a couple points. So with you in, I would have won. And I really needed that because that's a league that we got some big money on. So now I got to work hard. 1-3 in that league. So, man, it's going to be a long battle for that league. But I ain't tripping, man. My other leagues, I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like 80 to 90% of my leagues, I'm in the top. So, man, just let me some of y'all ideas, man. Tell me what y'all think about the win this weekend. Once again, man, I'm ecstatic, man. I'm excited. I can't wait until 2 weeks from now because we do have a bye week this coming week. So, you know, we're on a bye week. Because of that, I also won't be filming or airing the live cast until the following week, which is October 16th. So October 16th, that's when we'll be back because next week is a bye, so we won't be airing next week. But when we come out the bye, we got the Jets and then the Patriots. Now, that Patriots game is going to be important. It's going to say a lot about us, man, because if we win that game, it's going to let us know that we are really official. And we can really go at it with the likes of the Rams, who really a monster right now. That's our biggest threat. Green Bay, just because it's just what happens between this rivalry. They just got it right now. So between us and Green Bay, I mean, between the Rams and Green Bay, that's going to be our biggest problem. If we could beat the Patriots, that's going to be our biggest test, man. That's going to let y'all know that we really are legit, which I really feel we are, especially now with Mitch falling into the offense like he is. They tailoring the playbook to fit exactly what he do and what he comfortable with. And with that, man, with the innovation that they constantly implement into the playbook and the offensive scheme, we're going to be fantastic this year coming up, man. And I really do think that we're going to go a long way. Now, on to my player of the game. I want to get a player of the game this week, man, to my man Tariq Cohen. He took away yard from Jordan Howard, which also hurt me in another fantasy league because I had Jordan Howard on DFS, on FanDuel. And he got 50 points, man. 2.5 points, basically, man. And that hurt me. It hurt me because I could have won that league and won some money, but I didn't win anything. But Tariq Cohen, in reality, I'm glad that you went off like that, man, and showed me that we got too many weapons for some people to deal with. And if we can get all the weapons flowing like that, man, it's going to be great. Trey Burton with the first drive of the game, man, they gone. You know what I'm saying? And up to last week, every first drive of every game we scored up until last week, but then we brought it back this week and kept that trend going. So as long as we can keep that trend going, man, all the way through the year, that's going to be good because just us scoring each time on the first drive is going to give us inspiration, man, and give us motivation for the rest of the drives. So that way we can make sure that we score. It was a great game. Like I said, we routed them 48-10. Mitch Trubisky made history. And everything went great, man. So I'm really excited about the way we're looking right now. So once again, man, let me know your comments, man. Tell me what you guys think. Man, let me know. Just tell me. And once again, man, we do this every Tuesday at 8:45 p.m. If you guys tune in next week, we won't be here. You know, we're off next week for the bye week. But then we'll be back on October 16th. The Beers and Bears Facebook Live cast. Once again, I'm your host, JV Brown, man. Talk to you guys next week. Bear down.